Hello everyone, this is Darwell20, and welcome to episode 2 of Darwell20's Forgecraft series, where, hey Soaryn, what's up, dude? Oh, you're already getting a crate, look at you.
Yeah, I want to make it so we have power source, and because of that, I want to make the wonderful windmill of wonders.
Ooh.
You call it windmill.
What the what? Is that a valid windmill design?
Yep.
Neat.
You can make it in a straight line, you can make, as long as it's just 8 blocks, it's okay.
That's a thing.
Crippers has pointed out, and Crippers is one of the art designers on Create, has expressed that there's some things I do with it that just don't look right, and this is one of them.
Well, and you know, there's the rules of what the thing allows. You know, it's like building a 9x9 for all your houses. It doesn't look great, but it works.
Yep, so I plan to make these look better, but in the current state, I just want to make a turbine, or not turbine, a fan, because they removed the fans providing power.
Oh, yes, they did. Correct. I recall that.
So I want to make a smelter.
I rarely used that, but I remember that happened. Did you use all our iron? Is that what happened?
It's currently in my inventory, so.
Oh, okay. That's not much, though.
I was just going through the checklist, like I need a fan, whatnot, so.
I might need a little bit more iron. We'll see.
I'll go mining soon, so if you don't,
I'll go get some. It's fine. Don't sweat it, dude. I do like your torches, though. The aluminum ones. And you said they're waterloggable, is that right?
Yeah, aluminum and copper are waterloggable.
That's
if you smelt the aluminum or copper, you will get less if you're still making it, but you can still make the torches.
I noticed that when I looked up the recipe in JEI.
So in my line of thinking was that the thing that's burnable, you've actually kind of smelted away. It's still there, trace elements, but it's like.
You know what? It makes actual. I'm on board with that logic. That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, it was like I don't want to take the recipe away, but maybe not the same.
I like that, you know, and I think it's interesting because very rarely, I think never have I seen a mod where it's like you do better by not processing this ore than by processing it.
I can't recall mod in Minecraft specifically, but I do know there's a couple different games that do that. So like in Terraria, and I know you don't really play or have played it. If you have the ore, you can smelt to get the ingot. You can make tools out of that. But if you have the ore, you can also combine that with stone and get the brick. So there's a reason to keep the ore there. If you smelt it, you can't get the brick anymore, or at least you can't get that brick.
Right. No, I think that's a cool design decision. You know, like I said, it's rare that you see. Oh, well, that's a lot of creepers. Run away.
So there was a little bit of fun that I had with this one because in 147, there wasn't a stone cutter, there wasn't a blast furnace, stuff like that. So I kind of went through all these, like, what recipes could I make? What can I strip out all the crafting and make it so it's just stone cutter? Give me this block.
Right. Oh, I found something for you.
Oh.
Yep, I'll bring it up once I find my way back up.
8 years later, I found my way.
I mean, I can't be that far off.
Yeah.
I'm just looking for a little more iron. I did decide what I'm going to do. I don't know why, but I'm just super in the mood to play with Ars Nouveau a bunch. So I'm going to, like, do that as my primary, like, progression at the start. Like, that'll be how I mine. That'll be how I, you know, get travel. Like, I feel like that could be cool.
When you do play around with it, like, you don't have to actively teach me, but every once in a while, I haven't played with it. So I'll need some explaining for certain things because I don't understand.
Ars Nouveau, it's pretty fun. It's cool.
I've used it once to turn off the rain, and that was it. Last Forgecraft. That was the only thing I did.
Yeah, no, it's a fun mod, so, you know, very magic-y. I don't know if it has any ore doubling mechanics, but I'll rely on you to build those things.
Actually, so, I don't know if we have any. I think
here you go, Soaryn, I brought you something. It's a present.
Yay!
I thought it was redstone. I'm like, the redstone looks very glittery and shiny. Oh, it's not redstone.
Yeah. I was very tempted to actually make the redstone. Override does things that I see, not better, but just I want this texture to be there, and I was doing that redstone.
I do like the blocks that you have in here. Like, they look cool.
Mm-hmm. need to.
They look
actually,
super cool.
Before we move on, this still happens. Oh, that's. There.
What are you doing?
Oh, there you go.
Oh, you're trying to make it dark. Oh yeah, no, that looks definitely cool.
So if you hit F3 real quick and look at the block, on the right there's a allows spawns. By default, it follows suit with what it used to do, so nothing can spawn on it. But if you want that to be spawnable, like say you're making mob farm and you like those blocks, you can use a honeycomb on them and it will make it spawnable.
Oh, that's neat.
So technically there's function, but not this more decorative function.
All right, so what I want is the book. Shovel, pickaxe.
I just happen to fall upon it.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for somehow, some way we find an accidental debug with LaserIO.
Do you think we will?
There is one. There should be. In LaserIO, I don't think there is any, but if there is one, it'll be really funny to just like go through and do everything.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there is one, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I know there's like a void bug or two, which are far less enjoyable. What's that?
Are those easy to do by accident, or is it just kind of like if you do this very specific thing?
LaserIO and the basin from Create are not friends.
Are they not really? Okay.
Yeah, they're not friends. They don't like each other.
Alright, so stay
I fixed it with extract mode, but if you try to stocking mode more than 16 items, it will get confused.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it like limited to 16 in the basin?
Yeah, so like, I don't know how much you know about how item handling works with like simulates and
I've at
stuff.
least managed to look at it, but it's
Right.
still...
So like basically when you try to put something into an inventory, you can do a simulate and it'll tell you what fits. So when you simulate inserting 64 iron ingots, for example, into a basin, it comes back and says, yeah, I can fit them because I can put 4 in the first slot and 4 in the second slot. Well, 16 in each slot, right? But the reality is after the first 16 go into the first slot, it starts rejecting them. So the response to the simulate is not accurate.
Right.
So
okay, I see what
So LaserIO says, I'm going to see how many can fit. Can I put all 64 in? And the basin's like, yeah, I can take all 64. And then LaserIO is like, cool, I'm going to take 64 out of this chest and put them in the basin. And after the first 16, the basin's like, nope, I only wanted 16. And then LaserIO's like, how do I, what? So somebody found that bug. I fixed it in extract mode, but the way extract works is different from how stocking mode works, and stocking I haven't fixed yet.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so that's an example.
That's a phrase. Zeritas' life was extinguished by Walden Hunter.
Oh my. Ooh, I got my spellbook. Yay.
Nice. Norish, is there lava down there? Yes, there is. I have eyes. I can see. Whoops.
Projectile self-touch, break, and harm. Cool. So projectile, break.
Oh, glow squids? Yeah, we're going to want a lot of glow squids. That was something I debated using.
Hooray!
I decided, let's use glow ink rather than glowstone, because everyone does glowstone.
Okay. Good times. So first things first, we've got projectile break, which is what's up. Okay. New glyphs come from the Scribes table and source. Right. And source gems, I have to remember how to make them. But we want, that's for scribing. So we want the Scribes table. And then we're going to want source jars, probably. And we're going to want the agronomic source link, I think. I have to remember how to make source gems. Imbuement chamber, that's right, with amethyst or lapis. I think I found lapis, actually. Ooh, I got a diamond. Who gave me a diamond?
That would be Norish.
What's that?
That would be Norish.
Oh, thank you, sir.
So I always say his name wrong, but at the same time, that's what he's never correct.
That's cool. I'll take a diamond. All right, so I need the Scribes table, which is going to be Arkwood. I should probably... You know, I can break with my spellbook now. Haha! I have a projectile break spell. I like that that's like one of the first spells you get.
Nice.
It's surprisingly useful, especially when cutting down trees.
Is it just like, how's your mana refill?
What's that?
How's your mana refill?
Just wait.
Just wait, okay.
Yeah.
So kind of like Scion in nature, but...
Yeah. You just wait, and then, like, as you progress through the mod, you get more mana. And the more mana you have, the more it regens. And then there's, like, either armor you can get that boosts it, or there's an enchant you can put onto other armor that boosts it in a similar way.
Okay.
And this is why we need to progress. Because... Oh, and I planted a little farm over here. We have no right-clicking of crops, and it's making me very upset. That's a quality of life add-on by mods that I have very much gotten 100% used to being able to do. And it is such a bummer that you can't. Alright, we're back. So, now what I'm going to do is make my Scribes table, which needs a few arcwood slabs. That's cool. And then source jars, which looks like a few more of these slabs. Shouldn't be too bad. But then we also need glass of some kind. Let's go get some glass. Shouldn't be too hard. Once I get some, like, upgrades to my spells and stuff, that'll be a lot better. But at least for now, the good news is I can mine sand underwater without any delays. That's pretty cool. I should see, like, how creative I can get with some of the cool spells that you can do in Ars Nouveau and see, like, what kind of combinations I can come up with. That would be useful. Alright, that should be enough for now. I really need, like, potatoes.
I think we had some... Oh, no, you had wheat up there, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got wheat growing. I also wish we had snad.
Why?
Snad is good.
For like 2 blocks.
It's still good.
Ugh.
Ugh. Don't ugh me.
Build a bigger farm. Build a bigger farm.
Alright, remind me how I get source before I have a source thingy.
Those planes don't have a village? Yeah, I didn't see one this time.
Source jar. Mage bloom, source berries, and arcwood sapling. Source will be output from the source link in nearby jars within 5 blocks. No bloom, meal, and crops will not grant source. Right. Isn't there a way to get source, like, first mill imbuement and imbuement chamber imbues items inside the source and will convert them into an item. To obtain source gem, place an amethyst or lapis inside your imbuement chamber and wait. Imbuement chambers will consume source from nearby source jars to speed up any crafting. A dowsing rod can be used for finding budding amethyst early. Okay, so I can just make the imbuement chamber and it'll work. And then I can do the... Okay, cool. So imbuement chamber is what we're going to want some of. That seems doable. Did we have lapis around here somewhere? I could have sworn I saw a lapis when I was down there.
We saw it in the world. I don't think we can... Oh, there it is.
Oh, thank you.
It magically appears behind us. From a source unknown.
I'm going to go see if there's any amethyst nearby.
Where?
Any amethyst nearby? Any amethyst? Oh, I see some amethyst. I see amethyst.
Yes. Good.
It's conveniently not that far away, too, which is nice.
That's good.
That's not a torch. So while I work on Ars Nouveau, I'm assuming you're just getting going with Create. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm getting us some processing going. So
Cool.
smelting is done.
Oh, really?
Well, I mean,
Already?
just kind of put something on the depot and it smelts.
That's cool.
And that
was
windmill
fast.
I put in the underground. Yeah, I mean, just put a windmill underground and just spin the fan.
Fair enough.
It's weird. Like, Create's an odd place for certain progressions because it kind of puts vanillas on the fast track, and after that, it takes out a lot of the costs, but it's still infrastructure you set up, which is fun. But
Right.
smelting is no longer a coal requirement. It's just it exists.
Yes. Let me know when you have crushing wheel set up.
For what purpose?
Oh, just ore doubling. You can do that with the mill, can't you?
So most ore doubling is gone.
Oh, really?
It is
Well,
now
not
all
doubling,
function.
but...
Right, but even with Create, it's mostly now fortune.
Right.
So you want ore doubling, you get fortune. Tinker's has the 1 to 3 nuggets, but I really dislike 3 nuggets just because then it's just that little bit of buffed in the cast.
Right.
So we'll see. I think we'll just go for fortune though.
I found amethyst. Okay. Let's build a ladder up to here.
Oh, but you can fix. Okay, so if something doesn't stack, put it in the crafting bench or in your crafting grid, and then it'll stack with the others. Oh my gosh, what?
I also noticed putting things in a crafting grid caused them to stop stacking.
Yes. So if they stop stacking, put the ones that are not. Put them both in.
Right.
At one point.
Yeah.
And then they'll stack again because now the MBTs match. But what's happening? You're checking to see if
I would love to know the cause of that one, and I hope it's not me.
I mean, are you ever checking MBT tags for an item in a crafting grid?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, I don't think it's you then. You kind of have to do that intentionally, unless you're not doing any custom recipes. You're just doing the normal shaped recipes, right?
I have a couple custom recipes, but they're very specific.
Okay.
I'm doing the NBT clear recipes for the cards. Those are custom. Especially because the cards are containers.
Do you happen to remember when you get the MBT with the card? That's okay.
What's that?
Do you happen to remember when you get the MBT?
I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's only on... I'm pretty sure it's only on cards.
Alright. I mean, after you start making any amount of code, as soon as you close the file, I expect no one to remember what's actually in that file at a low
These
level.
are facts.
A high level makes sense. Like, yes, I make a lamp. It glows. But how does it stick onto the wall? Well, okay, let me go look real quick.
Yeah, I have no idea. Let me look again.
So...
All right, I've got some amethyst if you need some.
let me see. I don't know if I necessarily need it yet.
But I found a geode too, and I, didn't break any of those budding amethyst blocks. So.
Yeah, where's that? Liquid crystal bucket. Ooh. Right, there's a fluid thing. that's a fun texture. Hold on. What's it called? Liquid crystal. Look at liquid crystal, the actual fluid in JEI. That texture's fun. I forget how to pronounce it. I know how to spell it. It's
oh,
like
that is funky.
Or Gornoi
From
noise.
funky fluids. There's a lot of funky fluids. There's Melonade.
One of these was
and Silly Putty.
Oobleck.
That's cool.
Oobleck's fun because it's the non-Newtonian fluid, or the colloid. It's a cornstarch and water.
Yes.
So you step on it, you run across it, you run across it. If you just stop, you'll sink.
Correct.
It's so cool. I don't know what magnetrolium does though. Hold on. Oh, maybe you can't.
See, look, fancy.
Oh, yeah. I've seen it before. Like, I think Max made it in the officer shoot at the workshop last time, and I just couldn't follow along. But...
Oh, good, we have more raw gold because I need more gold.
Let me see what I. Let's see, you haven't seen any slime, right, Norish?
I haven't seen any slimes. I can tell you that much.
Okay.
All right, another imbuement chamber for us.
I keep trying to sort this inventory.
There you go, source gems.
Work on a drill.
Huzzah!
Yeah, 1 iron.
Okay, now that we've got source gems, we can get the ergonomic source link after we get one more source gem. Is time in a bottle in here? Why do we not have time in a bottle?
Because I value our sanity.
The time in a bottle is like the most balanced way to take accelerate blocks, if we're being honest.
I'm not going to disagree with that, but I think the problem is that if you need to tick accelerated, the thing that you're tick accelerating needs to be readdressed.
No, it's just like, it takes... I mean, no, the problem is my patience level needs to be readdressed.
Yeah.
It's like, this takes 30 seconds, and I'm like, that's far too long. Far too long.
I like tick acceleration, but I feel like there's some cases where it's... Did you happen to get a casing?
Yes.
Oh, just kind of curious. Where'd it go?
I threw it your way.
Thank you. So some things, like, if the thing that's crafting takes 30 minutes, unless they have an argument for why it takes 30 minutes, yes, tick accelerated. But in that case, remove the mod that's need to be tick accelerated. What's going on? I like this one. I have patience. Also, Dyer, I love slow cooking meats.
Well, I mean, in fairness, I walk away from the meat when I'm slow cooking it, to be fair.
Well, yeah, then walk away from this. You don't sit there.
Yeah, but standing there is fun.
Well, okay, then no tick acceleration. You're removing your fun if you do that, right?
Sure.
Got into a very interesting argument for this. Please, just keep stacking. Please.
Also, in general, when I take accelerate things, it's because, like, in the interest of keeping things somewhat moving on the video, you know, like, you know.
That's why I usually just try to find multiple things to do. It's like, this is slow, I'll do this now.
Right. Alright, so that should be accumulating source for us. Hooray! That works for me. Okay. I mean, I know that if you plant things in rows, they grow faster-ish. So that's why I'm, you know, not planting those things.
Yeah, I happened to place some of the gaps. That was just because I went on full autopilot.
Okay. So that's cool. I'm going to put this stuff away, though I probably want more source gems over here. Sweet. Also, like, in this mod, you can speed these things up by using a resource that I don't have yet. So there's that.
Yeah, in which case, that is fine. But
Yes.
I think my problem with tick acceleration usually nowadays is it's too generalized. So, like, I want to speed this thing up. Well, okay, I force it. Whereas a mod could introduce something that could speed it up and had some kind of progression thereof.
There we go. Sweet. Okay.
And then with that, you just bypass it. It's not really a question of balance. It's more of intent.
Now I have to remember how to actually do this. Do I need source to... I need levels, don't I? That's what I need. I need levels to obtain new glyphs. Resources and base building. New spells can be learned by obtaining glyphs. Glyphs are created by using the Scribes table.
Copper. Copper we got. Zinc we have a little bit of, I think.
Alright, yeah. I remember this. Alright, that looks cool. Alright, so I think I want to get an enchanting apparatus and arcane core. I'm going to steal one of those diamonds that I was gifted. The diamond that I was gifted. So, arcane core needs source stone, which is made with... I'm stealing some of your stone, Soaryn.
Say it?
I'm stealing some of your smooth stone.
Okay.
I figured that wasn't a big deal.
No.
So I need an
started to
arcane
make sure the
core.
stone was working. It's like, oh yeah, well, we have
I
some.
need an enchanting apparatus. And then we need pedestals. What I want to make, though, is mage bloom seeds. So it's going to be 4 source gems. So that means I need 4 pedestals. That'll do. One, 2. 3, and then I just need one more. No, actually, I have the source gems I need. Sweet. Alright, if I'm not mistaken, that should be cool. Now, I'm pretty sure I need source in order for this to work, but we'll figure it out. So I think you go here and you go here, if I'm not mistaken. And then the pedestals just need to be nearby. And I'll probably rearrange this at some point, right? But then Mage Bloom, so seed goes in the middle, source gems all around. Okay. So I wasn't the only one, Soaryn, who thought the red was redstone.
I did this in dev. I was
That's
looking
funny.
for my ores, like, oh man, that's redstone. It's like, wait, no, it's not redstone. It's fine. Oh, cool. I will probably make a different texture for it. But this is at least the get-go.
That's luckily pretty easy to do.
Mm-hmm. I had a different texture that I used in 1.7, but it looks, in my eyes, a little bit too noisy. It's just like, nah, I'll do this differently. I'll go try to make a new one. It looks good, but it also looks very confusing.
Oh, we added sound effects to the enchanting apparatus. That's cool. That is super cool. Do we have tinkers?
I think so. Maybe not.
I don't think we do.
I don't think Knight has had time to organize what he was saying.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so
it
we've
was
got
kind of an interesting case trying to see who all is ready for the first, because like, hey, can we do the first? And a lot of people said yes. Other people said I won't be ready. I think oddly enough, the same people who said they weren't going to be ready, we could have given more time, but it would be procrastination because we all procrastinate in some way. So a deadline wound up being helpful to some, others less so.
Nice.
Yeah, I think we have Tetra, but we don't have the like smelting and whatnot. Which is
yeah, that makes sense. A lantern and a torch for mage light, but I probably need some experience. I'm gonna need a good way to get lots of experience.
Mining, redstone, quartz, and nether, but we don't have that just yet. Coal. So mining those usually help.
Do you have all the irons? Can I have like one ingot?
I have all the ingots back.
Thank you.
I keep like grabbing this, trying to like, here, this doesn't stack now. Grab. Okay, fix that.
All right, so come check this out. Let's see if you can see this. This should be cool looking. All right, let's see if I can do this. Mage light. See the little floaties up there?
Oh yeah. Oh, I like that.
Isn't that cool?
That's fun. I think my only wish is the feather was not flat. That would be really cool.
It's neat, right?
Yeah.
Here, come outside. I'll show you another one. That's neat. I like Ars Nouveau. Like, there's a lot of fancy looking stuff in it.
Grab some food real fast. Oh man, whoever's doing the MBT tag thing is also messing up the click drag for spreading out across the crafting grid.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. All right, you ready?
Ooh, I like the rotation. Sounds.
It's cool, right?
Ooh. Okay, how did I play that last sound on repeat?
I don't know, and I don't want you to know. Sweet. All right, we'll be right back. All right, guys, I think I'm going to wrap up my episode here. Well, we'll come back next time. I'll progress a little bit in Ars, and we'll see what Soaryn's got going on with Create. And then for now, Del20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.